okay with young Munster head coach Gearoid Prendergast. Gearoid, Munster Senior Cup, first one for the club since 2010, so very good day for young Munsters.
Listen, unbelievable day. We've been dreaming of this day for quite some time. Unbelievable conditions. Look, unfortunately we would love and been more to been at the game, but unfortunately, as we know, we're still working under the restrictions. But very proud day, great occasion. So just absolutely delighted for everyone involved. Obviously the players, the coaching, management, and everyone involved in the club, the committee, all the supporters. We've been waiting a while for this.
Yeah, you haven't had a game in guts of 10 months. I mean, how difficult has it been? The Energy Community Series finished, the IL didn't get started, the whole uncertainty of it, the fact that these semi-finals have been waiting around, due to be played last December. How difficult has all of that been?
Listen, it's been hugely challenging, but no more difficult than it has been for anyone else. Listening to Limerick hurlers last week, and they spoke about the very same thing. So for every sporting group, whether it's individuals or teams, it's been hugely challenging. But I suppose the first and foremost thing I must say is commend these guys, because they're young guys. They should be living their lives normally, and unfortunately we haven't had normality in over a year and a half. So I really have to commend them. Their attitude, their professionalism has been second to none, particularly since the onset of the summer when they came back training. We were unsure when our first game would be, but they really put their heads down, and I just hats off to them. They've been a fantastic group.
Just obviously rugby's a hugely physical game, so missing those live sessions, matches, and coming in today to a competitive game, first one in so long, how difficult is that?
Yeah, very challenging, and when you come into a final against a team like Shannon, who are very physical, very well drilled side, and commended the coaching setup in Shannon and the players, it was a very hard fought game, so we knew that was going to be very difficult. And we had a couple of prep games as best you could, and a trial game amongst ourselves, but nothing prepares you for competitive rugby, and especially a cup final. So look, the flip side of that is, and a positive, is to start the season with a win of a competition so big is fantastic for morale and for, I suppose, motivation out for the rest of the season. So onwards and upwards, please God.
First 20 minutes, half an hour is very tight, traded penalties, and then those 2 tries before half-time, Gearoid, that gave you some scoreboard breathing space, I suppose.
They were crucial scores, because to be fair to Shannon, they were starting to get some dominance. They had high levels of possession, and they were starting to pressurise our defence. So yeah, those scores gave them a crucial time, and I suppose just settled us a little bit. It was a big occasion for some of these lads, and maybe at times it got to us a little bit, if I'm being really honest, but thankfully we settled. And I thought as the first half progressed and we got near the half-time, I felt we were starting to get a bit more possession and get on the ball a bit more, and thankfully we kicked on in the second half.
Yeah, Shannon, to their credit, hit back with a try, and it was a one-score game, but you must have been pleased with the way you finished it out, adding that try, and then the penalty, I suppose, as well.
Yeah, we spoke all week about the experiences we've had over the years, and I mean, I was listening to, speaking about the hurlers last week, I heard comments of, failure in the past builds your resilience, and I suppose it builds that desire as well. So I suppose both those kind of components came together today, and that we've had the defeats, we've had the disappointments, so to have a win like this, just, it's a fantastic feeling. But I'll go back to this group. They're a very tough group mentally, and no matter what Shannon threw at us today, and they threw a lot, we were able to withstand it.
I remember being here on, I think, New Year's Day 2020. You lost the Charity Cup final to President. Was that something maybe crossed your minds that, back here again, different opposition, obviously different competition, but silverware is so hard won?
Yeah, and as I mentioned earlier, you learn from those experiences, and I suppose you put them in the bank, and you dip into them when you need them, and my God, we needed them today. I suppose mention the conditions as well. While it's fantastic to have the heat, it does take a lot out of you, and we're a big pack, so we wanted our guys to move around the pitch, and probably took a little bit out of us, but again, just stood firm and didn't panic. And I think just those last 10 minutes we got into the right parts of the pitch and just held on to the ball, and thankfully saw it through.
We're living in strange times, Gearoid, and as luck would have it, I suppose, from your point of view, the defence of the title is going to, it comes up in just a couple of weeks, and it's Cork, a team that you beat obviously en route to winning today. Yeah,
look, there's not enough superlatives there for Cork. They're a fantastic side. They've proven that with their success over the last number of years, but at an AIL level, and I suppose the likes of the Munster Senior Cup, and Bateman Cup. So we know what we're facing. They're a very good side, but look, we'll be ready for them. We've a really good, strong, competitive game under our belt now. We have another one next week, and then we'll roll into Cork. But first and foremost, I think we'll enjoy tonight.
I suppose nice family link. Yourself and Mike, player coach, if you like, of the last young Munster team in 2010, wasn't he, against UCC down in?
Yeah, it is. Do you know what? It is nice, and I was on to him this morning and just obviously wishing us all best of luck. And I remember that in 2010, himself and the team having a great win in Cork against UCC. So, do you know what? It is nice, but I'm delighted from that perspective. But I'm obviously even more delighted for these guys. They've been waiting a long time for this, and our supporters and all our members. But yeah, it is a nice link, I suppose. Yeah.